Thank you.
Fuck, what? Hey guys, how's it going? Base here, and welcome back to Katawa Shoujo Part 36. Anyways, part whatever.
Last time, we got drunk. That's the end of that story. Oh yeah, this is Lily, by the way. I recognize the voice. One, question marks. Lily.
Oh. Oh god, excuse me. Hisao.
Hangover.
Oh, all you.
Soft's barely audible voice lingering in my ears slowly wakes me. I wish I could be awoken like this more often. With a mumble, I slowly open my eyes. Wow.
Ah.
Taken by surprise with the face hovering curiously mere millimeters from mine, I make our heads collide with a harsh thud. The impact of our foreheads causes both of us to fall backwards. What? Oh shit. Fucking up. Fall backwards and yelp in pain, Lily sounding more like a squeak toy than a person. Ow, ow, ow. I slowly rub my forehead with one hand, supporting myself with the other. Lily lies a few feet ahead doing just the same, her face obviously pained. Sorry, your face was kinda close and I acted on reflex. You okay? It seems like she's not actually okay. Come to think of it, I doubt that the impact alone is what caused her head so much pain. Hangover? You drank a fair bit last night. Gently nods in confirmation as I lever myself up. I offer a hand to her and help her back onto her feet. Glancing behind her, I find that Hanako is still fast asleep.
Not fair. I only.
That's very different from what I remember, and anyways, girls have a lower tolerance than men. Fine, I'll get you a glass of water, just be careful not to trip over bacon. I rub the sleep out of my eyes, or at least some of it. As I walk to the counter, tending to someone with a hangover isn't the way I like to spend a morning. It only takes a few seconds for the glass to fill, the clear water reflecting the silver of light that makes it curtains. Looks like Lily's taking a seat on the side of the bed. I'll walk over to her while taking care to step over the peacefully sleeping Hanako and place the glass into her outstretched hands.
Thank you.
No problem. Take a seat next to her, the soft bed having a surprising amount of give. She drinks slowly and methodically. A long silence passes with only Hanako's soft breathing to be heard. and then you hear like Joseph screaming on the way, "Meh!" He's actually done that before. Fucking, we're on our way from walking back to Stewart's, and he's fucking like holding the box of ice cream like math, and he just keeps running. Some measure of guilt, I look at Lily's face and attempt to read her expression. Her brow is furrowed, and she looks to be lost in thought. For a moment, I hesitate, but eventually place a hand on her shoulder in an attempt to reassure her. I didn't expect her to flinch rather noticeably at that, though. Sorry, I didn't mean to. Lily quickly shakes her head, in a manner somewhat more violent than usual for her. She takes a long breath to steady herself before letting her head sink. I don't think the microphone will cut. I moved to protest, but quickly realized that it would be futile to do so. That said, I want her to open up more. If you want to talk about anything, I'm here. Lily gives a self-depreciating snort, as if to mock her own emotions.
Just a lot happening right now.
Including that phone?
Yes.
Fuck the phone away. She broke her nose! You can't exactly easily console someone who broke their nose. It's physical pain, not emotional pain.
You can get their mind up.
Yeah, only by injuring them more.
No.
Let's try!
No! Yes, I did.
Okay.
Sorry for being so strange. Especially because especially back when we were in town. I'm a bit confused about it.
Believe me, I know how that feels. She smiles wistfully, resting a cheek on the backs of her fingers.
Wait, we're a couple. What? Aren't we?
Go on, don't say that. Congratulations, we'll be back out into the real world. The real world? Sometimes I surprise myself with the way I think about things. I guess the strange divorce feelings you mock in the surrounding town compared to the outside world still hasn't become natural. Maybe it never will. It's strange, in hindsight, being isolated from society like this doesn't feel as bad as it should. A wide grin on her face, Lily seems to share the same sense of amusement at the idea. Eventually, though, her smile drops.
Back to Scotland.
Is that why we had to reschedule Hanako's birthday party? She gives an affirmative nod. We would see her family again at least. You're not looking forward to it?
I haven't met my family. Act around them anymore.
Wait, what? My mouth hangs open as I try to process what she said. 18, that means she would...
Oh, okay, then it's totally legal. I didn't know they were 18. I could totally do her pixels.
Technically, it's not pixelated though.
Well, everything's pixelated. We'll share that later. Anyway.
If she's 18, that means she would have been only 12 when they left. It may have seen very little. I may have seen very little of my parents. What's with them both working long hours? But that's. I feel utterly useless as I struggle to find some way to respond. That's. But why?
Why are they inviting the kid?
Both, I suppose.
My father's business. And in a executive position became. In the end, we had to move. Followed him for the and for the sake of the job within the location. Oh, I was still reading. As for the latter,
It's a. What? A
Hi.
recording.
Yeah.
Hi.
What's up?
Hi.
Hi. I heard that.
What? What do you mean, everyone?
We're gonna end this one a little early.
No.
I'm sickly curious.
No, we're not ending it early. 7 minutes. We can. Sad music.
Matter? Whatever.
I'm sorry.
Happy. Strange, really. Being summoned there for her. Barely met before.
Equally strange is the total lack of antipathy she feels towards her family for doing such a thing. I can't help but feel slightly humbled. That said, her wistful exterior is just hiding her emotions. Seeing her like this is depressing. Knowing what to do, I lift myself off the bed. Lily notices the bed's movements, her head perking up as her hand reaches sideways to feel where I was.
Hisao?
Walk over to my bag, still leaning against the wall, unbuckling the front flap and retrieving the opaque bag from within. I take the small plain box in my hands.
Oh, he bought the music box for her.
No, actually, he bought it. He just had no clue what the fuck he was going to use it for. Hold your hands out, Lily.
That's beautiful.
Kind of like cry there for a second.
I can do his voice very well.
She looks surprised for a moment, but eventually quit whatever the fuck that word was.
I should give Akira Cry's voice.
I'm amused by her look of curiosity when I place the music box into her open palms. Her typical delicate way of handling it makes it seem like it's fragile enough to break if breathed on.
Just like, oh, it's been such a stressful day.
A light sigh.
Oh, fuck!
Nuclear warhead. She wordlessly brings it in front of her face. Her slender fingers feel out its contours and pattering. Eventually, her fingers find the recessed line between the lid and the body of the box. Her thumb effortlessly pops open the lid. I take a seat on the bed next to her, watching her face silently and intently. She sits, completely motionless, as she listens to the tiny melody, her mouth just slightly open. Just like watching your head move and then like.
It's like, oh my god, it's like fucking Soul Eater with Excalibur. Excalibur, Excalibur.
fucking kill you. It takes a long while before she closes the lid with a small snap. Oops. Bringing the curtain down on a miniature performance playing in her hands. Smile on her face, gentle and wistful, shows that I made the right decision. Think of it as a going-away present for your trip to Scotland. A restless shuffling can be heard from the from the floor in front of us. The sound having awoken the bacon. Gets up like a snake. She climbs out from the blankets I put over her, looking befuddled and wiping the sleep from her eyes. I say you're finally up.
Shut up!
What?
Hanako looks around the room with her eyes only half open, her mind far from being awake as her body. Her dazed state makes me and Lily chuckle. Lily gets off the bed and tends to Hanako. I take one last look around the room. I guess I'd better get going, then. There'll be a question for ceiling and leaving the girls' dormitories in the morning.
Go out the window. Goodbye.
Look, a cloud!
Rin, no!
Oh, goodbye.
Good, now
Time for the birthday spankings.
But Hanako, it's your birthday.
Not anymore.
And it just like hisao like leaves like a
She's
camera
She just
behind.
like pulls out this huge fucking paddle.
And like hisao leaves the camera behind. Like what the fuck?
Oh, he would.
And no, and then Rin gets a hold of it.
She'd be like, so did the paddle come?
I stand and walk to the door, placing my somewhat lighter bag along the way.
Did you at least take off?
Oh god. After I leave the room and enter the hallway, though, I hear Lily's footsteps behind me. What's wrong? Without a word, she strides up to me. I freeze as I feel her hand slide onto my cheek.
Oh god.
Seeming
I saw a hand slide and I was like...
Harvey's done! Seemingly every nerve taking in the feeling of her fingers and palm
And the
upon
kiss.
it. Immediately after, her face slowly moves next to mine as mine just gets farther away from yours. A light, momentary touch of her lips brushing against my other cheek. Woo! For a moment, everything seems to stand still. I absentmindedly bring my fingers to my cheek, as if to try to recapture that fleeting feeling.
So awkward! That's my thank you, Hisao! I had to break the awkwardness!
We're dead. Thank you?
Present. Have a nice day in school.
With that, she disappears, behind her door, and gently closes it. The muffled voices of her and Hanako audible through it, just as much as they were yesterday night. I think I'd be hard-pressed not to have a nice day after that. I walk away with a certain spring to my step. I think there were some people around that glanced at me emerging from the girls' dormitory railing, but I find it difficult to care.
Just, I'm gonna get fucked tonight.
Just that singing through his head the whole time.
Hisao got ran over by a lily.
Well,
oh no.
Oh no.
Oh fuck no.
Well, it looks like your day's gonna get much worse. Or my day is.
Only a minute.
Go away. Leave me the fuck alone. Let me sleep. After 2 nights of not being able to sleep at all, the last thing I want to do is be woken up when I finally manage to! Maybe the last period of the class, but with a textbook as my pillow, but I'll take whatever sleep I can get at this point! I don't care what Tuesday wants. Let me sleep!
It says leave me alone, but...
Wait, Misha's going to... This is bad! I'm up! You don't have to... I can feel my face flowering into a scarlet red blush. Students still in class are sitting bolt upright and staring at the shouting fool who was sleeping just moments before. Damn it. I let my head smack down on the table with a noticeable thud. And with that, we'll end it there.
Thank you guys so much for
My
watching.
ears! My ears!
Feel free to leave a like and subscribe. And also feel free to follow us on Twitter and like us on Facebook. It would be a huge help, and it would help get us noticed. Anything to say, Donovan?
My ears! They hurt! Oh, I guess something that is. Do you remember seeing the rope marks around Seiko's neck? Oh fuck!
And with that, we will see you guys in the next video. Bye.